All right, so this week we're going to be talking about elapsed time. Okay, determining how much time has passed, what's the starting time, and what's the end time. Okay, of problems when it comes to time. Okay, so we're going to do the first 2 pages on this packet is just review. You're going to look at the clock and then tell me what time it is. All right, and then we're going to do the next 2 pages on this packet right here. All right, which is our word problems. All right, so go onto this packet, go to page 1. It looks like this. Okay, now look at number 1. Okay, what's the hour pointing to? It's actually pointing at 5. You would think it's pointing at the 4, but it's actually pointing at 5. All right, 5 colon. Okay, and what's the minute hand pointing to? It's pointing at the 1, but we're counting by 5s, right? So obviously you can go 1 times 5 is 5. And is it this? No, that's 50. We want to do 0.5 instead. Okay, I'll do a couple more examples on this page. All right, then number 2. Okay, now the hour hand is pointing to what? Okay, so because always remember, between 12 and 1, it's still 12. Okay, between 1 and 2, it's still 1. Between 2 and 3, it's still 2. Between 3 and 4, it's still 3. Between 4 and 5, it's still 4. Between 5 and 6 is 5. Between 6 and 7 is 6. Between 7 and 8 is still 7. Okay, between 9 and 8 is still 8. Between 9 and 10 is still 9. Between 10 and 11 is still 10. And between 11 and 12 is still 11. So right now the hour hand is where? 4. What's the time hand? Where? 8, right? So I'm counting by 5s, or 8 times 5 is 40. So that's page 1 in this packet, okay? If you go to page 2, perfect. Page 2, it's just the same thing. It says determine the time on the clock. So look at number 1. The hour is pointing to where? 1. You know, what's the minutes? 45. Yep, if I count like this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, or 9 times 5, right? 45, 145. If you look at 2, what's the hour hand? 5, because it's between the 5 and the 6. What's the minutes? Where? 30 or 40? If it's 30, then it should be pointing down to the 6, but it's not. It's pointing to the 8. So what is it? 40, because 8 times 5 is 40. Right? So go to page 9 on this packet right here, page 9. And we're going to do it together. Okay? Now, this page talks about a graph, right? And remember what type of graph this is? What are these? It's a candy bar. There you go. It's called a bar graph because these columns are bars. Okay? It says, plus look, it says right there, bar graph. Duh. The bar graph shows the number of vehicles that drove past Maya's house on a busy afternoon. Okay? Okay? So this is the number of vehicles. The column, do you see the numbers on the right? On the left, sorry? That says number of vehicles, okay? The bars, okay, the labels at the bottom are the types of vehicles. So what types of vehicles did she see? A bus, car, truck, motorcycle, An emergency, like an ambulance. So we're going to use the bar graph to answer the question. So look at number one. The number of cars that passed is more than the number of trucks. Oh, it's less than? Or what? Oh, no. It's not that. Sorry. So how many cars did it pass? 14. And how many trucks did it pass? 8. Okay. And then I need to subtract, right? Because it says more than. So what's 14 minus 8? 6. 6. Okay. 6. I'm on page 9. Page 9. All right. 6. Let me do this smaller so you can fit everything. All right. So this was 6. It says the number of trucks that pass is equal to the number of emergency vehicles and something else. So how many trucks did she see? 8. Okay, so that's 8. All right. Now it says the number of trucks that pass is equal to the number of emergency vehicles. So how many emergency vehicles are there? Did she see? 6, right? So 6 plus what gives me 8? 2. So which type of vehicle did she only see 2 of? Motorcycles. There you go. Motorcycle. Perfect. How many vehicles passed Mia's house altogether? So what am I going to do? Add them, right? But only okay. So something like this. How many buses? 4. How many cars? How many cars? 14. I asked again because somebody said 6. How many trucks?
8.
Okay. How many motorcycles?
2.
And then how many emergency?
6.
6. So let's add all of that like this. 4 plus 4 is 8. Okay, and 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 2 is 18, and 18 plus 6 is 24. Put the 4 down. Put the 4 down and carry the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So how many cars did she see? 34. Should be a block. All right, so look at this on page 10. What kind of graph is this? Bar graph. Okay, it says visitors at the car museum. Okay, and then the numbers at the bottom represent the numbers of visitors, but the information on the left represents what? Days of the week. All right, so let's see. Okay, so the number of visitors on blank is equal to the number of visitors on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, how many visitors are on Wednesday?
10.
On Wednesday? 10. How many on Thursday?
20.
20. So 10 plus 20 is?
30.
30. Good. Right? I need to add that. 30. It says the number of visitors on one day. So which day has actually 30 of them?
Friday.
Friday. Friday. Perfect. The day with the fewest visitors is
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday with how many visitors?
10.
How many visitors? 10. Says the number of visitors on Tuesday is less than the number of visitors on Monday. Well, how many visitors are on Monday?
25.
Huh? 25?
25.
So 25 on Monday, and the number of visitors on Tuesday is, well, and then how many are on Tuesday?
15.
15? So I'm going to write it right here so you can see it. So 25 on Monday, right? And we said 15 on Tuesday, correct? So what's the difference? What's the difference?
One had 10 more visitors.
So I need to subtract, right? So 5 minus 5 is 0, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So the number of visitors on Tuesday is 10 less, okay, than the number of visitors on Monday.